up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we solve mysteries that nobody asked us to. Now, today, I have kind of a conspiracy theory about a member of the CKT, the choking team, from the YouTuber choking, one of the members named Angelo. Now, in order to dive in, we're going to have to go way back to the very beginning. You see, our story begins just a few years back. You see, there was a man, let's name him Al. And you see, his neighbors didn't really like him. He made a lot of noise, was kind of disruptive, and people didn't really like him. And this was fine and all, people have problems with other people, that happens. But eventually, this one specific family, they weren't too happy with Al. And they decided to take it up. It was a mom, dad, and two brothers. See, this family of four started getting onto him, which he kind of responded with more noise and kind of disrespected this family. It wasn't really friendly, not a good scene, but it started happening and things started getting heated. Now, the interesting thing about Al is not that, he kind of had a TikTok career. It wasn't very successful, not that many likes, not that many followers. It wasn't that big until all this started happening. And when he was doing all this, the family would come to him and he would actually start videoing it and posting it on his TikTok account. And it started blowing up, like drastically. Tens, hundreds, thousands of people started kind of tuning in to what was going on in this neighborhood in Al's life. Now, Al loved the attention. So as his conflict with this family got more intense, his channel kept going up. And eventually, things got so heated, violence broke out. See, I believe it was the mom who talked to Al about the violence, and nobody knows for sure, but we think he hit the mom. And then, of course, the brother and the two sons obviously took action and went to go find Al. They found him with two of his friends, so and it turned into a 3-on-3 brawl. And things were so heated, violence, there were, so to speak, we will say Al had a pew-pew, so to speak, along with other weapons, and things were not good. And at the end of the fight, the father didn't make it, and they were all arrested. Now, from then on, while they were in prison, a trial began to take place, and Al was ruled clean, not guilty, at the end. So he kind of escaped, ran off, deleted the whole TikTok account, which I don't know how the evidence wasn't really brought on him, because everything I saw from this story seems like it was kind of his fault. He was a problem, and it wasn't until the father and the two sons kind of chased him down throughout the neighborhood that things got bad. So obviously failures on both sides, but I think it is important to mention that once he kind of ran away and deleted his TikTok account, nobody really knows what is going on in his life. Well, that's where today's theories picks up, and I think I have the answer to that. So tell me what you guys think. You see, I believe that Al's whereabouts aren't as unknown as we may think. Because you see, in the choking team, the CKT, we covered a member named Darren last week. Maybe he wasn't exactly who you may have thought he was. Today we're going to be covering Angelo. Now, Angelo has, he's been in quite a few videos, and a theme throughout these videos has kind of been violence. And him, along with Choking, the main member of this channel, have kind of used this to kind of get views. Some of their biggest views, I believe something about a PS6 or something, they basically used violence and it got them a few views. I think this is a theme throughout every video with Angelo. Now, if you've seen this channel, you might be saying Angelo's kind of too nice. Well, watch these clips. Now, it is pretty easy to kind of chalk up this to just some kids having fun, making some content on YouTube. Really not that big of a deal, but we kind of see this as a theme throughout everything. And I want to direct your attention to one of their newest videos. I believe it was called that I talked about earlier, the PS6 series, we'll call it. I believe it's 3 parts, and You know, it doesn't seem that crazy to think that maybe Al and Angelo aren't just related, but are the exact same person. Why is this? Well, we see dilemmas where we actually see them causing a lot of disruption in the neighborhoods, making noise kind of just all throughout the video. So it wouldn't be that hard to believe, but again, you can say so many people are like that. The violence that adds up. One of the videos I showed you, he kind of pulled a gun on Chuck King. I don't think that should kind of just go unnoticed. He's breaking stuff, again, causing disruptions in his neighborhood. The facts are kind of lining up that maybe these are the same person. I'm very sure a lot of you guys at home are probably saying, come on man, you're taking this too far. This isn't even funny like the last ones. You're convicting somebody of murder. Technically he was innocent, but anyways, you guys are probably thinking, I'm pulling off too much today. This doesn't make sense. Well, I got a couple more details. Both have deleted TikTok accounts. Both have seen violence used to gain views. And now there's something I left out about this story too. It took place in a place that I like to call Florida. Now, Florida's a pretty scary place. It's not that crazy that all this is happening. But I want to understand something. The Chuck King team, the CKT that they call it. See, in one of the vlogs that they did with a member that I covered last week, Darren, mentioned something. He said that he lives in Florida. So let's look at the facts real quick. They both live in Florida, deleted TikTok accounts, both use violence as a way to gain views. Guys, the facts are lining up. The same steps are taken. Nobody really knows that much about Angelo because he's ran away. He's kind of fled the system. It's not that crazy because the details are lining up. And as scary and crazy as it is to believe, I don't think it's that kind of unplausible. I think this is a real possibility. Alright, so the last thing that I want to end this kind of video with as I kind of close this video out, I want to draw attention to something that I mentioned at the beginning. When I was telling the story about this guy named Al, we'll call him, I mentioned that at the end there was kind of a 3-on-3 brawl. At least that's how the story goes. The interesting about this is, look at this picture right here. You see, there are 3 members. The main member, Chuck King, a guy named Darren, and Angelo. There are 3 people, none of which were killed during this brawl. Only one person was, unfortunately. But I think we can draw out that during some of these videos, we see all 3 of them kind of being disruptive. Not that big of a deal. They're just kids. They're on a YouTube channel trying to be funny. They're doing it for views though, which was the same thing we saw before this TikTok account was deleted. So I can't just go back and say this is him. So I think this is something we really could draw attention to, because all the facts line up. It's the exact same story from both sides. So maybe Al and Angelo are the same person, and there's a very real chance of this. Well guys, I know that this has been a little bit crazy, pretty crazy theory to come up with, and honestly, I don't really blame you, but I want you to really understand the details and look into them. Maybe in the next video with Angelo, maybe look at some of these details, that maybe he isn't who you think he is. Maybe he has some secrets too. It's very possible, if you look at the details, that they've lived very similar lives, have very similar backgrounds and stories going on around them. It kind of makes sense if you really look at it. Well, guys, that's just a theory. Just a theory. So guys, please let me know, guys, down in the comments. Please comment what you guys thought of this theory. And guys, let me know any other theories you guys want me to cover in the future. I'm always open to seeing that. And one last thing that I've kind of noticed about my last few videos, I don't have an outro song. So with that being said, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. See ya!
Baby down.